Guys, man, what a day. I'm really sorry I wasn't able to vlog more about me doing the commercial. It's just, once I was there and I was in my mode and I was in my element, it was really hard to try to just vlog, because when you're doing a interview and you're doing like for a commercial, you really have to kind of be there with the client. And it can be challenging sometimes to be able to, like, you really need to, challenging to be able to bring in other things basically on the side. You need to be solely focused on talking to the client and drawing out the right questions and the answers that you're wanting for the commercial, and constantly thinking about how you're going to cut this together. So that's a lot of what was happening for me today. One thing that I've highly been considering is getting a new vlogging camera. I'm really not happy with this Canon SL2 that I've been using for a really long time now. And it's actually not the camera that I dislike so much. The camera is actually great. It's got the same sensor as the Canon 80D in it. It's the lens selection that Canon has for their APS-C lineup. It's just really crappy. It's not great. So right now I'm using a lens that's a 17 to 55 f2.8. And that's a great focal length and that's a great low f-stop. But it's really not that sharp, and the image stabilization in it is really not that good, and it's an incredibly old lens. So that was kind of a downside. The autofocus in it is incredibly loud. You can hear it all the time when I'm using my other mic, and that drives me nuts. As for the camera itself, it really does not handle the low light as well as the Sony cameras do, and that drives me nuts too. But there are some other Canon cameras that can handle low light a little bit better, so I've been looking at a Canon 60 Mark II, and really want to try to break into the full frame realm for my vlogging at this point. I really want some of that wider, better bokeh in the background, and yeah, so just kind of looking into that. I'm probably going to be selling this one pretty soon. Going to use that money to go get the new one. But I mean, this has been a great setup. I've used it for basically a year, I guess, at this point. But I think it's time to move on to bigger and better things. I don't know, maybe a Canon RP. Sorry if you guys are totally uninterested in hearing about vlogging cameras, but it's just a tough decision for me, and it's a big decision because to me, I shoot a lot of B-roll in my vlogs a lot of the times, and I want that B-roll to look good, and I want it to have nice colors, and I want it to be smooth, and I want it to have good bokeh. There's a photography store over in Orlando, and it's called Colonial Photo and Hobby, something like that. And I was looking at the Canon 10 to 22 millimeter, which is basically a 16 to 35. It wasn't fast at all. This is a 2.8 and it barely handles the low light. And that lens, the 10 to 22, was a 3.5 to a 4.5. So the low light would have been even worse. Like, you can probably already see the grain over here in the corner, in the dark, shadows. The Canons just don't handle it that well. Now, Sony has the problem of just not having any flip-out screens. Now, they just released some of their 6000 series with flip-out screens, but they're not full frame, and I really want to bring the vlogging setup to full frame. I want to try to bring you guys the highest quality vlog possible, but something that's still portable for me to carry around every single day. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be heading to Jacksonville. I have a few meetings and stuff, and then I have one shoot on Thursday, and then Thursday night I'm heading straight to the airport to where I will get on a plane for Las Vegas, and I'll be heading to Alien Stock with Colby Boothman. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm super stoked, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got all my camera gear ready. I'm going to be doing some heavy packing tomorrow. I'm going to start earlier in the day on the vlog because, I know these past few vlogs have been kind of lacking, I'm just trying to get some ducks in order because these Las Vegas vlogs are going to be a lot of fun. Some great content coming your way. That's where I'm going to end the vlog tonight, guys. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning.